Hi, I'm Jeff the Thrifty Overlander, and welcome to my episode of What's in the Bin. So what exactly am I talking about of these bins? These are my recovery slash tool bins that I carry everything I need to, hopefully everything I need to recover from an incident on the trail, or do repairs or other things. A lot of this stuff is here just for Justin, our buddy, just in case. And some of it's absolutely necessary. So I kind of wanted to cover what I have in my bins. It may be the same as you. There may be some other things that are different. Let me start with exactly what are the bins that I have. I just recently got these from Home Depot. They were on sale. They're Plano brand. They're fairly rugged, but they're not like rugged enough that you can sit on them or anything. They're about the right size I want. They are keyed so that when one's on top of the other, they don't slide off easily. They have a tie down notch there to tie downs to connect to. And one of the things I like is on the lid, it's got a groove that's fairly deep that the lip of the bin goes into to kind of help keep the dust out. I may even put a little bit of door seal gasket in there and keep it a lot more dust free in there. From here, basically, I want to kind of go through each bin and let you know what I carry. So. All right, first off, this is what it looks like when it's full. This is the bin that I carry most of my tools in, so I want to kind of go through it one by one. So I do carry this is basically a squeegee that you'd have for a bathroom, maybe the mirror or the glass or the mirror. I carry that along with a water bottle. I'll show you in a second. I do carry a whisk broom and dustpan just in case I need to clean something out, like a tent or something like that, maybe even the back or part of the vehicle itself. I have my jiggler. This is what's used to transfer the gas from the gas tanks, the jerry cans into the gas tank. Works great. Keep it in a Ziploc because it will get smelly. I do carry a collapsible bucket, cheap, easy item from Walmart. And this is what it looks like all together. Comes in handy for putting fires out, among other things. Sometimes I might take a shower using water from a stream, and I just need to get, I can get bucketfuls of that and fill my my shower item with that. Then here's the water bottle I mentioned, just a small little squirt bottle. Sometimes you get just too much mud on your windshield, or you want to clean up the side windows or something like that, and it helps to have a little spray bottle. Carry a hatchet. It's just an old one I had around the house. Comes in handy now and then. This is my controller for the winch that I have, which is a Harbor Freight one. I do have a rooftop tent. I'll get into that on a video soon here. This is a crank for that, and I'll get into that soon. I carry a couple of spare tent stakes just to have. I'll go down to this end is my the saw. Basically, you can get through, I don't know, 4-6 inch items pretty quickly with this thing. It's razor sharp. It'll cut you. I do carry paracord. I do have 2 extra shackles. I don't know if you can always use extra shackles at times, but just to be safe, I've got some extra shackles in here. Carry my snatch block in here. This is a Warren brand one, thanks to the giveaways at the American Adventurous Mountain Rendezvous. I do carry, this is my tire patch kit. I always got to have one of them along. I have been able to get by without using it yet, but now I probably said it out loud, so I'll need it. And then I do carry a Harbor Freight 4-ton bottle jack. I kind of find that the combination of jacks sometimes are necessary if you do need to jack something up. Also, I do carry a Fix-A-Flat. It's another one for Justin, just in case it comes up that you absolutely need it. And okay, I got my tool bags here. I'll get to that in a second. I do carry I don't know, I guess it's an 18-inch pry bar, a half-inch pry bar. I do have a few, these are basically, like, I guess I kind of call them telephone pole. They're heavy duty 24-inch cable ties. You never know what you need to strap up. I carry some rope, just fairly cheap, Harbor Freight style rope that I wouldn't, not, this isn't for towing or anything like that. This is just some rope in case you needed it. I also carry a 4-way lug, a wrench, just in case, again, just for my buddy Justin. And then beyond that, the last 2 items are the 2 tool bags, and I'll get into that. I bought a couple of tool rolls or tool bags just off of Amazon. This one's actually a Dickies brand. It was a really good price, and it seemed like it would be pretty solid and everything. So basically, each of these tool bags has a different function of tools. This one basically carries all the hardware tools. I mean, there's some vice grips, the wrenches. I do carry some tin snips. You never know what you got to cut. Socket parts are in here. I do have some of the like crescent wrenches. This is like a multi-tool I keep around. Sometimes I carry with me if I'm going things. Screwdrivers, needle nose, more screwdrivers, and Allen wrenches. So basically, I guess there's wire cutters in here too. Kind of the basic tool kit. I used to carry this in, it was one of those kits that came in a hard plastic shell. This is a little bit more compact, but that's what I carry in this one. It's mostly the actual hardware tools. Alright, this beast is a little bit of the catch-all tool bag, and it's a little bit different. This is more the pocket style ones. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets and kind of a thin one up here. So basically each pocket's got kind of a different scenario in it. Let's start with the top one. This one I basically carry all my sockets for the socket set. So I do have a socket set that's all 1/2 inch. Labeled that. And then in here was part of that kit. So each bag is labeled, and there's just basically all the sockets in each bag. I do carry a big, a large 1/2 inch, I think it's a 32 millimeter just for the axles. This is metric. And then I do carry one of these, I guess you kind of call it universal sockets that's got the little pins. Second pocket is more tools. I got a kind of an old torch that can go on the 1 pound propane tanks and get some heat out if you need it. I do carry a, I guess you call it a hacksaw. This is my 1/2 inch socket. It's Harbor Freight, and it expands. So it expands to a longer. I keep a pry bar in here. Just a smaller one that fits in here. You never know. This is part of the rooftop tent. It's like a backup crank. And a C-clamp kind of comes in handy now and then. You never know. It's a 4-inch C-clamp. That's it for pocket number 2. Third pocket. This is a little bit of the odds and ends. Multimeter, good old Harbor Freight, handed it out for free. Carry a tape measure, you never know. We do work on some cabins and stuff like that, may need to do some measurements. And then I also carry kind of an assortment of, I guess you could just say bolts, screws, etc. I just kind of picked out a bunch of different ones just in case, you never know. Beyond that, I've just got some other odds and ends that I always carry. Some of the smaller screwdrivers, stubbies. These are the, some of the for screwdriver add-ons. Here's a strike bar for lighting fires if you need it. That's pretty much it. And then the last one, I got one more pocket. This one is a little bit more of the supplies for emergency type stuff. I carry some Velcro straps. Couple pieces of wire just in case you got to test something. Some rubber gloves. Get into the important stuff. Some WD-40. Everybody's got to have that. I do have some more zip ties, just a variety of different sizes. And then I get into things like this is some epoxy, JB Weld, some sticks in case you have to do some stuff with that. I do carry, this is some gasket maker, you never know. Some more different type of a JB Weld or epoxy. Let's see. plastic tank, a radiator repair kit, just a, something in case you need it. Justin, some zip, some extra ties. This is actually radiator stop leak that's leaked. More of the straps. And then I have duct tape, electrical tape, and some baling wire. Everything can be fixed with this packet right here, duct tape and baling wire. You may note that there is some extra space in this bin. I don't fill it up due more to the weight reasons than anything. It gets pretty heavy as it is already. Alright, the first bin was more of a tool bin. This bin, the second bin, is a little bit more of a recovery bin, and it has a little bit fewer items in it, but still quite a bit of important stuff. So I'm going to start, basically, I've kind of gotten a collection of toe straps and so forth. So I've got basically start with that. This is a worn toe strap from that giveaway at the Mountain Rendezvous. I also have my old cheap toe strap that I had from before. I just keep them in Ziplocs, keep them clean. I did buy a cheap tree saver. And then we have basically an extra sling strap, I guess you could say. I got a couple of these yet, just in case you need to extend a little bit or get around a rock. We've had some boulders we've had to pull out. You've seen some other videos. I actually have two. There's another sling strap in a bag here. Beyond that, I do carry a couple of spare gas cans for the for the stove. This is a spout for the jerry cans, and I do have a folding shovel in here, kind of an extra backup. Sometimes it's handy because it can do the claw style on it. Also is a rear shackle that goes into the hitch of a vehicle. Sometimes you need that. I also carry, I think this is a free Harbor Freight tarp, 5x7. You get for free every now and then. I keep that along in case you got to throw it down and work in some dirt or mud. I do carry a wooden block, 4x6. Might need it for jack stands, etc. I also have another one of these in the vehicle, even easier to get that yet, behind the back seats. And then mostly the thing that I'll use the most out of here is my two items here. This is air compressor, and this bag holds my air up the hoses that I use, so I can do two at a time. So that's basically what's in this second bin. It's more of a recovery bin. Last but not least, I wanted to cover that I do carry some specific things for the vehicle itself. For instance, with the Xterra, I've got an extra belt, serpentine belt. That's probably an old one that I took off whenever I changed some parts on that, but I keep it as a backup. I do carry some sensors. These are the cam position sensors, crank position sensors. Those are the type of things that kind of go out more often. I have a bag with some spare lug nuts, a spare coil, some electrical and other sensor pieces in there. And then I also have a second backup set of the tools that's used to get the spare tire down from underneath. I guess they're handier than digging it all out from underneath the seat and everything else. So I just have a second set. So I do carry some other specific things. I have extra spare hoses in a different part of the truck and a trunk and everything else. So some of this does go in the bin with the other parts though. I know the only thing more glamorous than what's in somebody's tool bin is having to do with airing up and airing down, but some of this may be helpful for somebody. I just wanted to at least show what I use when I have my recovery bins and my tool bins. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I'd really appreciate it if you hit that like button and subscribe. We'll see you on the trail.